We heard you. 9 years of Bring Back the Snack Wrap, and you've won. But maybe you should have asked for more. Say hello to the Hot Honey Snack Wrap. Now you've really won. Go to McDonald's and get it while you can.
This episode is brought to you by FX's Love Story, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Join host Evan Ross Katz on the official podcast for FX's new series, Love Story, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette, and go behind the scenes with cast and special guests, featuring Sarah Pigeon, Paul Anthony Kelly, Grace Gummer, and Naomi Watts. FX's Love Story, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette, wherever you listen to podcasts.
I'm Nina Concepcion.
I'm Katherine Bourne-Taylor. And we are obsessed! Obsessed is a comedy podcast about your hyperfixations, the ones that keep you up at night, hijack your group chats, or send you down a rabbit hole.
Each episode, we deep dive and unpack the niche interests you just can't get your mind off of. No obsession is too weird when you're among friends. Wow. Here we are again.
Here we are again.
Yay!
So I do like Zooms with people for like my little like side hustle job, and DJ pointed out that I always go, "Hello." Oh, I sing you every single time. Hello.
Wow.
Every single time, and I feel like we've fallen into that too.
Yes.
Like, hi.
Hey.
How you doing?
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Just start it off.
What are you obsessed with?
Okay, this week I am obsessed with, and I'm actually going to do, I think, our next show on it, A Walk to Remember.
Oh, so.
And look, it's so good. It's a staple of like my childhood, but I've watched it twice in the last 30 days. And it's becoming like my comfort movie where I just want to watch it. Because we have Sling TV, which is amazing. And so it's always on Sling TV, like just on one of the channels. And every time it's on, I watch the whole thing front to back.
Oh my God. Well, and I feel, we were both like just little Christian teens when this movie came out. It was so just a fantasy of being a Christian teen. Like you get martyred because you're going to die soon. So everyone is like, wow, what a perfect angel.
The popular bad boy falls in love with you and changes. You fix him.
And I just need to say,
him.
The only thing he's actually doing wrong is that he doesn't have a dad.
No, they make the kid jump in the beginning, and he like gets serious. He like almost gets paralyzed.
Oh, okay,
you don't remember how it starts?
No, I don't remember the opening.
It's crazy. They force a kid to do this insane jump, and he almost dies. And they're drinking. Like he's a bad kid.
Okay, he's a bad kid.
He's a bad kid.
I just remember that everyone in the church is like, his dad walked out on him. Blah, blah, blah.
No, and his dad. In the movie, because I read the book too in high school and I loved the book.
Yeah.
And the book is a little different, but in the movie, his dad just left his mom. They divorced. And I guess he like walked out, but he's like trying to get in touch with Landon. Like he wants a relationship with Landon, and Landon's like pissed at him.
Okay, I'm glad that you like actually know about this movie.
Yes. And so Landon has a chip on his shoulder. He hates his dad for leaving his mom and him, and he's running with the bad kids. He, he's just a bad dude.
I also feel like that movie fulfills like, again, every fantasy that a teen girl has is like, I'll open my mouth and sing.
And it's perfect. And he falls in love with me.
And everyone is like, she may be a nerd, but God, she's sing.
This is what I really want to dive into when I do my presentation is the theater department of this high school, because part of his punishment is he has to join the theater department.
I love that. I want to use that in a fic.
And then he gets the lead. Why would you? He gets the best role. Also,
he's a cute straight boy.
This play is a play that one of the students wrote, but then the song that she sings, she wrote, and it's not even the time period it's a noir, but she's singing like a pop song.
It has nothing to do with the plot.
Nothing. It's a Christian song, basically.
Yeah, and what's the thing that he said? Because it was in the recording of the song. He's like, "You're beautiful. I just know you're beautiful."
Yeah, he says, and then he kisses her without her consent. He leans over. It's not in the script. He just kisses her, gives her her first kiss.
Incredible.
It's so good. Shane West is just so cute. He was a lot older than her. So she was 18. Thank God she was 18, because at first I was like, was she like 15 when she made this? She was 18 and he was like in his 20s.
Wow.
Like older. Yeah, she looks like a baby.
Well, I mean, the thing about high school boys is they look like high school boys.
I know.
It's really weird when an actual teen is playing like any kind of like, especially a guy, I'm sorry, like any kind of romantic like teenager. I feel like you almost have to cast a 25-year-old so that it's not some scrawny like simple guy.
I know. They don't hit like their puberty until later.
I remember going to college and just being so amazed at how like the boys looked kind of like men.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, like the little guys at my high school were children.
Children. Okay, great. So that's what I'm obsessed with. Can't stop thinking about it. How about you?
I'm obsessed with heated Pilates. Yep.
Go off, queen.
Started going to this studio close to where I live. They have a really good deal on ClassPass.
Great.
It's like 7 points.
Wow.
Which is a really good deal.
Okay.
To like book a class, actually. I'd say most classes are like 9 to 11.
Whoa.
And it's a really good workout. I can only do it like once a week and I have to like plan stuff around it. Like I can't stay up late the night before. I have to be hydrated, all this stuff. But afterwards when I do it and I like walk out into like the cold air, I feel awesome.
Wow.
And I feel so proud. I'm just really hyped on this heated Pilates thing right now.
Heated workouts are so hard. I can't do them anymore.
It's a mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally know what you mean.
Ooh, honey.
I know what you mean. We'll see if I can continue it when it's like 120 degrees out. But honestly, like I feel like really bad.
Good. Okay, good.
Really
Yeah.
about it.
Love it. Love it.
Your little one grew 3 inches overnight. Adorable. Also, expensive. Sell their pint-sized pieces on Depop and list them in minutes with no selling fees. Because somewhere, a dad refuses to pay full price for the clothes his kids will outgrow tomorrow. And he's ready to buy your son's entire wardrobe right now. Consider your future growth spurt budget secured. Start selling on Depop, where taste recognizes taste. Payment processing fees and boosting fees still apply. See website for details.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Listening to this podcast? Smart move. Being financially savvy? Smart move. Another smart move? Having State Farm help you create a competitive price when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
This is like our favorite thing to do.
Yes.
This is an episode where we're just going to pitch some fanfics to each other.
Exactly.
And perhaps workshop them, riff on it, talk about like what will make the best story for these fics that maybe we'll write, maybe we won't write.
But they will live forever in our brains. They're the TV shows we watch when we close our eyes.
Yeah, and you're like trying to fall asleep. And you're flipping through the channels of your brain and you're like, do I want this pairing? Do I want this pairing? What if they worked at a bakery together?
Exactly.
Okay, great. Play.
You know what? My ideas always come too with like, sometimes they come with like a first line of the fic.
Ooh.
You know?
Yeah.
Like sometimes they hit with like, I'm just hit with like an opening line of the fanfic. And
really cool.
For the one I'm going to pitch, I had an opening like line that the character thinks in that kind of like, and this one is really bare bones. Like I really need help fleshing it out.
We'll do that.
Because some are like, they just start with the line. They start with the song. Also songs really inspire my fan fictions.
Songs are really helpful to me as well. Completely.
And sometimes I'll even name the fic the title of the song, like if it makes sense.
That's a good way. We were just talking about how hard it is to choose titles for things. Sometimes something that works for me is like genre bending a little bit. Like I love thinking of a pairing that I love just in like an alternate universe.
Fun.
Like put them in a magical world. Put these two people in like medieval, I don't know, England or something like that. What would that be like given their dynamic, you know?
I love magical, like if the IP is magical or like dystopian, setting them in a very domestic setting.
Completely. I feel like Hermione
does it. The Hunger Games, I've read a few like Hunger Games that just take like in like an alternate universe. That's fun. I think that there's something really fun about like, I read a Newsies. There's still one Newsies fic that stuck with me. I read it when I was young. It was modern day. It was just modern day, like high school. And it was so good.
That would be great.
It was so good. And it was like the girl next door falls in love with Spot Conlon. They've been best friends their whole life. And she's like, he only looks at her as like a friend.
And are the Newsies like his like
friends?
Gang,
yeah.
Like friends.
They play basketball. School. Yeah. It's like, and they also have nicknames because it's high school. It worked really well. And it was a really good story.
Yeah, that's a wonderful, I've never thought to put like Newsies just in modern day high school. But that's actually genius.
It was really easy to read and fun. I love a modern AU. I love a modern AU
anytime.
Yes. Well, it's so fun.
Speaking of genre,
great.
Can I maybe start this one off?
Yes.
So the pairing that I bring to the table today is from The Punisher.
John
Bernthal and Deborah Ann Wool, or I'm talking about Frank Castle, aka The Punisher, and Karen Page.
I'm so glad you brought this up.
Yeah, it's important to me.
Okay, because here's my issue. I on my little Tumblr journeys, suddenly getting clips of these two, and I'm like, holy shit, what is this? Yep. But then because Disney and Netflix, I'm like, where I need someone to write out, this is what you need to watch, this order. There's so many, because then I have to watch Daredevil, then I have to watch The Punisher, then I have to watch Luke Cage.
Okay.
It's confusing.
As someone who was like in the trenches of this.
There's too many.
But I will say, like, I don't think that Karen Page was originally going to be in The Punisher.
Yeah.
It was because fans reacted so strongly to her chemistry
with John Bernthal
in Daredevil.
Okay, so it started in Daredevil with them.
Yeah, it starts in Daredevil with that. This isn't the fic. This is the setup. It starts in Daredevil. She's supposed to be in love with Daredevil.
Matt Murdock.
But, I mean, you get these two in a room.
The chemistry.
It's so good. And the setup is so much better. Like, her and Matt Murdock have like kind of best friend.
Yes.
She's always like pining for him.
Exactly.
Blah, 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 which you're like, yeah, he's not the one for you.
He's not the one. And he's adorable.
He's adorable, but he's like the crush you have. And then you go through some real shit. And so The Punisher, he's so damaged. And she is,
because his whole family died.
Yeah, he's like
brutally murdered.
His wife.
Yeah.
He's gone, and he's kind of at a point where he's like, I don't have any life to be taken away from me, so I'm gonna go like collateral. Like, wow, I'm going berserk. That's kind of his whole thing. It's like you can't really hold anything over his head.
Yeah,
which is what is such a great setup as he starts to care about Karen. And you can just see it a little bit in like his speeches to her. He's got this one where he's like, you have a chance at something real. If you have a chance at love, you should grab it. Blah, blah, blah. Like the way he really tries to convince her, like, you can just tell there's something between these two. And so then it didn't like come to a head.
In Daredevil?
When
does he join Daredevil?
I want to say season 2 or 3.
Okay.
He's just so good.
Also, I have a feeling he has chemistry with every single actress he asks with. He's a chemistry machine.
He's so good. He has got great chemistry with like Richie on the Bear.
He's incredible.
Everyone.
I'm a John Bernthal girlie forever.
Me too.
Always.
And him and Deborah Ann will have excellent chemistry. She comes in to season 1 of The Punisher as like a lead.
She's a lawyer?
Yeah, she's a journalist.
Oh, a journalist. Okay.
Yeah, she's a journalist.
Okay.
She starts as a lawyer and then becomes a journalist.
Okay, so that's okay.
Yeah, she realizes that like the law is not. This is what The Punisher kind of teaches her is like
corruption.
That's the thing. She is very like morals, like there's the right way. That's why I became a lawyer, and he's very much pushing that. He's very like, sometimes you have to go outside the law to administer justice.
Yes.
And she's very justice oriented. The reason I'm fixated on this couple and I want to make a fic about them is because they had this incredible season 1 of The Punisher. It's it's pretty overt that there is an attraction here, and he is just not able to get over his trauma.
Yes.
And then like
what happens?
Like it kind of peters off. Like it honestly kind of felt like, and I don't know why, maybe it's because like the Marvel IP was so up in the air or something. It was the best part about the show, and I'm really confused why it was sort of just like left to the side.
I know.
It feels very unresolved.
Yeah.
Almost not acknowledged. Like,
it's awful.
It's so disappointing, and I just live in hope that like they will
bring it back
because they're so good together. So okay,
yeah. Tell me the fanfic.
So the fic. After all of that, okay. So with genre blending. There is I watch a lot of Asian dramas.
Great.
And I've watched a few Chinese dramas. Ooh. There is a genre called xianxia, Xiaxia, xianxia, which is basically, it's very like high fantasy. And it's when, and there's a lot of shows like this in like the C-drama world where like gods or like immortal beings have to kind of come down to the mortal world, forget their life as immortals, and go through like certain trials. And it's always really fun because it shows how like patterns come back around with the same people, and like they don't understand the stakes of like these interactions that they're having with each other because they've forgotten that they're like gods. Ooh. It's so great. So my fic is that their life together in The Punisher and Daredevil, it was just them descending down into the mortal realm. Wow. That was like a trial that they had to go through, and they failed. Like I think maybe they were just there to like stop a really big like bomb from going off or something. Wow. And they failed. And also it's devastating because maybe like in every lifetime they come so close to being together. And there's like something that Frank Castle's character, he can never really get over. It's like in the world of the Punisher, in that like mortal realm that they descended into, that was he couldn't get over like this giant loss and feeling like he's done so much bad that he can't be deserving of love now. And that's because his big like capital S self as a like god in the heavens is like the archetype devil. Ooh. He's a like bad. Everyone thinks he's bad. And we know that like the devil archetype is not actually like evil Satan. It's just like forces of like chaos and darkness. But everyone is like thinks that that's who he is. And I think that there's like a really big backstory. Deborah Ann Wool / Karen Page is like lightness in the sun. Wow. She's light and sun. And so I think that like the opening of the fic is their story in The Punisher like ending in tragedy. They die. Okay. All of a sudden, smash. They're like back. And it's like 30 seconds have passed in the other realm. Yeah. 30 seconds have passed. Wow. They're actually, and they're like more at odds than ever, but it's uncomfortable because like every lifetime they frickin' go into, they always have this connection. And it's like the truthiest truth of them all. So high concept. No, am I making any sense, Nina?
I'm following. I really am. I love it.
Okay.
So they're gods in the sky.
Gods in the sky.
Okay.
They're gods in the sky who descended down to the mortal realm.
Great.
To, like,
I love it.
Do this trial. Yeah. And they failed. And they, of course, remember like, I'm not actually Frank Castle. I'm not actually Karen Page. I am the like moon god. She's like, I am the sun goddess. Wow. We are maybe destined to be enemies. So why do we keep finding each other and connecting in every lifetime that we drop into?
Wow. And how does it, do they end up together?
Obviously.
Ruling the universe?
Yeah, I think they bring like balance and order to the universe. That's just the setup.
Or do they choose their mortal lives? Because even though it's finite, it's like humanity is so special. I don't know.
Maybe we find out something about how like the moon god actually keeps like, there's a reason why he keeps like restarting the like mortal cycle for them.
Yeah.
And she's always like, here we go again.
Yeah,
like,
that's cute.
No. And
do they grow old together as humans?
I think maybe there's a lifetime where they did grow old together. And then there's a lifetime where it ends in tragedy.
Yeah. Like, it's very Ministry of Time.
Oh, it's very Ministry of Time, which is a book we really like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it plays with time. I think it plays with like the fabric of reality. Kind of if you're interested in stories about like, is this all a simulation?
Yeah.
I do think like the Zanxia genre is very good at that because it's real, it's happening, but it's just the tip of the iceberg of what's actually going on. And so I want Frank Castle to be like this demon moon god, and Karen Page is actually this like sun goddess.
Okay.
And the forces of the universe are like what this is hanging on.
Okay.
And yeah, I think they fall in love.
And is it like a comedy? There's comedic moments and drama.
I think this is an epic fantasy.
Wow. This is a very ambitious fan fiction.
It really is.
That's hard. This is like 45 chapters at least.
Completely. Well, and I'll be honest, I'm taking this setup from this incredible C-drama called Love Between Fairy and Devil that I've spoken about before.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's ambitious, but I'm an ambitious girl.
Yes.
And also, I think that so much of some of these stories play with like archetypes and like kind of scripted beats.
Yeah.
Which is why I find so much comfort in them.
Okay.
You can kind of actually like, I could apply this pretty easily.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's just so good.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, girl. That is so ambitious. I like it.
Thanks.
That's something that you could eventually sell, change the names, and make a fantasy series.
And any of these really are.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, C-dramas have already done this. It's just that I'm really kind of taking
Frank and
Karen and putting them in this like setup.
I love it.
Specific genre.
I love it.
Also, just what I love about them together is that they're like two sides of the same coin.
Okay.
And I love that energy in any pairing.
Wow.
Because it's why they clash at first.
Okay.
And then they slowly start coming around to the other's perspective.
Yeah.
And
it's enemies to lovers.
It's enemies to lovers. And it's like they get to a place where like they are better together because they keep each other in check.
I love that. I love that.
Oh, I love Frank and Karen.
Frank and Karen forever.
I just need their story to continue.
I know. Is Punisher over? I think it's like kind of like not canceled, but they're not making anymore.
I do not know. I don't know.
All the Marvel heads out there. I've really given up on Marvel. I was deep into Marvel. Deep.
I loved like the first round. I have like Iron Man. There's a really good Iron Man fanfic out there.
Actually. And I've read amazing Bucky Barnes fanfic.
Oh yeah, Bucky Barnes inspired like so many books.
Oh my God, he's perfect. One of my faves.
But it's the same thing where it's like Bucky and Captain America are two sides of the same coin.
Two sides of the same coin.
They are each other's shadow.
I know.
And that is like infinitely interesting.
I know it is. And Bucky has so much damage and so much like was brainwashed. He was the Winter Soldier. And it's so good. He's not even from this time. Okay. I love that fic.
I love
it.
I know it's really high concept. I know
it's high concept.
I really think that I think it could have wings.
It's going to have a great payoff. Like that's a fic you read and you're like, God damn it, I'm a different person than when I started it.
Yeah, completely.
Like this changed the fabric of who I am.
Yeah.
Wow.
This episode is brought to you by Peloton. Break through the busiest time of year with the brand new Peloton Cross Training Tread Plus. Powered by Peloton IQ. With real-time guidance and endless ways to move, you can personalize your workouts and train with confidence, helping you reach your goals in less time. Let yourself run, lift, sculpt, push, and go. Explore the new Peloton Cross Training Tread Plus at onepeloton.com.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Okay, so I'm changing mine. I was going to pitch something for the bear, but you inspired me to talk about a fanfic I never finished for Narnia, Chronicles of Narnia.
God.
Okay, so this was the setup. Okay, so it takes place in Narnia. Like, it's like during the time where the Pevensies are reigning in Narnia.
Okay. Yeah.
So they're like living in Narnia.
Kings and queens.
They're kings and queens.
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
So it's about...
Yeah, I can see why this would inspire it because
Yes.
it's very much that
yeah.
we've gone into another world.
Exactly.
Lived an entire life. God, and it's so sad how they like exit
I know.
the wardrobe and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
we went through that.
Exactly. Okay, so this is during like it happening, right? They're kings and queens. So in another kingdom, far away. Now this really plays with C.S. Lewis's. Yeah, whatever. I'm taking artistic license.
Yeah, whatever.
There's an evil king in this other kingdom, and he's awful, and it's a really awful place to live. And there's a servant girl named Nell, and she
Poor Nell.
and she's really dirty and really skinny, and she works with the horses, and she has a best friend named Tompkin. And I actually did start writing this, and it's on fanfiction.net.
A lot of details that I
Yes,
did not
it's
have.
still online. So I'm exposing myself, but whatever. Everyone knows about my fanfiction.net place. Okay, so Tompkin is her red-haired best friend, and he's a boy, and she has scraggly black curls, and she was just born a servant, right? She's just a servant.
Born lower class.
Lower class. So one day, she's cleaning she's in the castle.
Okay, I want to guess. Is this Peter?
No, she's in the evil kingdom. She's not in Narnia.
Oh, right. Sorry, I was trying to guess the
Yeah.
pairing. I'm getting
Yes.
I'm too
It is a
excited.
Peter story. Yes.
I knew it.
Okay. So she's in the evil kingdom. She's like changing. I think I had her like changing out the wood in the fires or something. She overhears I think his name's King Thralin. King Thralin is going over his evil
That sounds about right.
is going over his evil plans to destroy Narnia. And she overhears it. And she like snaps a twig. He looks up and he's like, get her. And she sprints
Through the woods?
Well, she goes to the stable. She gets her favorite little horse, who's like kind of a what is it called when you're the tinier of the runt? A runt.
A mare.
And I think Tompkin is like, go, take her. I'll keep them away. She goes on the horse. She sprints into the woods. So then she's riding and riding and riding. She passes out from hunger and like starvation.
Yeah, is she slumped over on the saddle?
She's dead. Or do you think she's dead, right? She's like over the saddle. Like the horse is there. She's on the ground. Okay. She comes to and there's a centaur like poking her, being like, what the heck are you doing out here, woman?
Is it Mr. Tumnus?
It's not. It's just like one of Peter's like council.
Okay.
Like one of the like, he's like an arming centaur.
James McAvoy made me have a really big crush on Mr. Tumnus.
It's confusing. It was confusing for all of us.
He was confusingly
It was confusing.
Hot.
Okay, so then the centaur finds her and she's like half dead. So she's like not even like, she doesn't even know.
Lucid.
He takes her back to the kingdom. Meanwhile, so this is all happening. Meanwhile, what the Pevensies are going through is the council is really pressuring Peter to get married and have an heir. And
this is giving season 4 of Bridgerton.
I need to watch. Is that the newest one?
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay, I have to. Okay, so they're pressuring him and he's like, no. And he like can feel Aslan's like presence being like, don't worry about what everyone's saying.
God.
Like, and this was when I was a Christian. So there's a lot of thematic.
Son, this is
literally. Yeah. And so he's like, you guys, you don't understand. I just know I shouldn't take a bride right now. Like, it's not happening.
Take a bride.
And Edmund, who I always do have a crush on too, he's like the snarky, because they're aged up. They're older, right?
Of
I think
course.
I had Peter, he's like 26 or something.
Right.
And Nell is a few years younger. And so Edmund's like really handsome and roguish. And he's like, oh, brother, all the women love you. Just take one. And he's like, no.
You can have any pick of women you want, brother.
He's like, Aslan said no.
Aslan said, one woman, only for me.
Okay. So then the centaur comes and Nell, and they're like, what is this dirty girl? And okay, so then I've still written all, okay, so then she gets clean, she wakes up, she's in the most beautiful outfit, and she's like, oh my gosh, I need to tell you, like the king. Oh, okay. She flees to Narnia to warn them. That's her thing. Oh. So she's like, I have to tell them because she never knew Narnia existed. It was like an old wives' tale. She's like, one day I'll live in Narnia, or not Narnia, the kingdom.
Okay.
With Peter, and like one day I'll go to that beautiful kingdom where there's like a story of the sisters and brothers. And so she's far away, or maybe right. Okay, so she's like, so I think what happens is she's all dirty, the centaur's there, and she's like, King Thralen's trying to destroy you. She like falls and she faints right at the feet. Catch her? He doesn't catch her. I don't think, maybe, I don't remember. Oh, he'll catch her. Okay. So then she's washed, she's scrubbed, she wakes up to Lucy and Susan, and they're become her like best friends and stuff. And she's like,
of course, they're like, you're one of us now.
Yes. And Peter is like a little like weirded out by her because she's like, kind of like at first he doesn't think she's very pretty or anything, you know, and he's just like, who's this little like annoying, like, I don't know, like, I don't really believe you. They have like a little friction in the beginning, and she's like, no, you have to.
He doesn't believe her that the king is
he's just like a little skeptical, I think.
Yeah, he could be like, she could have other motives.
Yeah.
And I have to look out for my kingdom.
Yeah.
You can't just believe everyone. This person we don't even know.
Yeah. So then he thinks she's just like, looks like a little like rat or something. I don't know. I just remember writing that he's like not attracted to her right away.
Wow, that's such a choice. I don't know if I agree, but okay.
Well, he does, but like, you know, he's like, he doesn't register that she's like beautiful yet.
Okay.
He's just like
maybe
not into
really
it.
Resistant.
He's being super resistant, and he doesn't realize this is the one yet. But slowly she starts to like acclimate, and they're like, we'll keep you safe here. And then he does believe her, right? So she's like, you need to like mobilize your army to like get ready and defend, or like go, this is war. You have to prepare for war. He's coming. War is coming. So they do take it seriously. She's like thriving. She starts to like become healthy. But then there's a night where another kingdom, so they want to make an alliance with another kingdom. And the king says, we can make an alliance if you marry my gorgeous blonde daughter. And she's like stunning, but I made her really like dumb, you know, bitch. Like a stupid idiot. And Peter is like, and this is when he starts to like notice like Nell's eyelashes are really long. And like,
it's
wow.
Very Little Mermaid.
It's like, yeah. And he's like starting to kind of notice Nell. Oh, and like one night I have a scene where she's like really thirsty and she's wandering the castle, and she like bites her lip really hard because she's nervous. Like she's really anxious about like the being found and dying. And so she runs into Peter in the middle of the night, and he's shirtless. And because he's like, oh my God, your lip. And he's like, he takes her down to the kitchen.
Holds her chin in his hand.
Well, he takes her down to the kitchen and gets a wet rag. And he's like holding her head and rubbing his thumb on her bruised lip. And so that's why, and then he stands away and he's like, no, this is crazy. And so, okay, all this happens. He tells the king, and the other king is like, you need to marry my daughter and then we'll form an alliance. Aslan's voice, no, that's not your wife.
That is not your wife. Oh my God. It's so because that's how we thought like this worked.
I know. That's it's so sad.
I remember like my youth pastor being like, and the voice of God said, that is your wife.
Exactly.
Like, wow.
I know.
Sounds legit.
So Aslan's basically being like, that's not your wife. That's your wife. And but not like, I didn't write it yet. But so then one night before they like leave for battle, Nell is like, it's so bad. The scene is so Christian. It's like, Nell is like, why wouldn't you marry whatever her name is? And he's like, it's hard to say, but like, I believe in something greater. That's like talking to me. He basically shares the truth of Jesus Christ with her. And she's like, I want to know someone like that. He's like, you can.
I had the gift of discernment like you.
He's like, you can. His name's Aslan and anyone can know him. It's just invite Jesus into it. She's trying to get her saved.
Aslan is open. Yeah. The gift of Aslan is available to anyone who calls upon him.
Okay. So then they leave for battle. And the day they're leaving for battle, Peter goes out to find Nell. And it's kind of like their moment. They don't kiss, but she looks really pretty. And she's by a tree.
And she's been like eating now.
Exactly. She has a healthy glow. And he's like, oh, I never noticed she has curves until now. And so she's like by a tree by herself, like playing with grass.
And flowers.
And he's like, hey, we're leaving. And then he says something like, and why did you wait till the night before or the day before I'm leaving to start looking like a girl or something? Like he's like teasing her. And she's like, and then.
God, that's cute.
And then he's like, I'm going to miss you. And she's like, I'm going to miss you too. And then he like leans in and he puts his hand on her waist and his other hand on the tree and like kisses her cheek.
Oh my God.
And she's like, oh my God.
Something?
Yes.
Can I pitch something?
Yes.
What if she has like, so there's a flower in her hand, right?
Yeah.
She's been playing with it.
Yeah.
And I think maybe after he kisses her on the cheek, he plucks the flower from her fingers
and puts it in
his breast pocket.
Great. And now he has it the whole time he's at war. So I stopped. So then I wrote up until like he leaves for battle. She's at home with the sisters. They write each other letters. And then it ended with, so where I was going with this is that they're trying to find King Thralen's army, but King Thralen planned it. So King Thralen is about to hit Narnia. He lured them out. So like the army, Peter, Edmund, the whole army is like away from the kingdom, thinking they're like the trails are like they like tricked them. And so now Narnia or the kingdom is unattended and it's just Nell and Susan and Lucy there with like a few townspeople, and King Thralen's it's like they realize when they're at battle, they're like, where are they? Our trail is cold. No, they're back there.
That's good.
And you know why? Because Tomkin betrayed. Tomkin was so scared. Tomkin was being tortured and about to be killed. So Tomkin was like, she went there to tell, like he had to. She was about to die.
Oh my God.
And then I just never finished writing it. And so I think what happens is there's this big epic battle. Like Nell has been trying to sword fight and stuff. She's learning sword. So she's like, we have to fight. We have to guard.
It's gonna be up to Nell. Like
exactly.
She holds them off, or there's a piece of information she has.
Exactly.
That King Thralen, he underestimates her.
Exactly.
And she holds them off.
Yeah.
And it like they would have been absolutely sunk if it wasn't for Nell.
Exactly. And so like, please.
And then the people like accept her as their queen because of how much she has saved.
Yes.
Narnia.
Exactly. And Peter has to like, they finally make it back. He's like, where is she? Where is she? You know, like, it's like the middle of battle. And she's like, we can't talk now. We're fighting.
Wow.
Yes. And so they do end up together and she's in Narnia. And that's like where I ended it. And it was called So Close because, do you remember Enchanted, the movie Enchanted?
I love that song.
In the song.
So Close.
That was the song that inspired me to write this. And then I listened to it while I was writing it. And that was the name of the story, So Close.
I feel like I have had so many daydreams to that song.
It's the best song. And because there's so many times in the story where they get so close, but Peter's like, I can't. She doesn't know Aslan yet. So I can't.
She doesn't know the love of Christ. I can't. And
it was propaganda. It was Christian propaganda.
The love of Christ. You can like marry a really hot guy. That's all you have to do.
Literally, I was writing Christian propaganda. But you know what?
You were also being fed Christian propaganda.
I was. And I'll tell you, when I first moved to LA at the Melrose Trading Post, I saw William Moseley, who plays Peter Pevensie, and I went right up to him and I said, I loved you in Narnia. And he said, thank you. And I was shaking. I was like, I was 21. I was 22. And I was like,
great.
I loved you in Narnia. And he was like, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, in his accent or whatever. And then and I was just like.
And then he faded into the crowd.
And then he's just, barely acting anymore. He's in some stuff, but.
He's acting. I loved him so much.
He was so good. I also wrote. Actually, this is so messed up, and I don't believe in this anymore, but I used to write fanfic about real people. Like I wrote about the actor William Moseley, and I had a fanfic that I never published, but I sent back and forth to my pen pal about a girl who was like left behind. Like he got Narnia and like went off to shoot the movies, and she was like the girl left behind in the small town, and he comes back after the movies. And it's like they're like, and she was the girl next door.
There's a lot of BTS fics with that. Like, this is the girl he grew up next door.
Exactly.
He like went off to like K-pop training.
Exactly.
Becomes BTS, but like comes back into town. And they go up to their like tree house together. Yep. They always would.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
I know.
Dude, I think you can probably tell that you actually wrote out and plotted this, and mine was mostly vibes.
And both are necessary.
Both are necessary.
To fan fiction.
Yeah, 100%.
And it always just starts with vibes, you know?
It always starts with vibes and like a very like broad washing over, and then you like chip it away.
You fine tune it and you start to see scenes in your head. That's the best part about writing a fic, is like all the scenes I watch play in my head.
It's just storytelling.
That's the best
part about writing a story.
Yeah.
Just all the scenes that start kind of revealing themselves to you. It's so
in like the songs and the moment. I'm realizing now, like, as I'm like, songs played such a huge part of my fanfic writing.
Oh, definitely. Well, because I mean, I'll be walking, listening to music, and
start daydreaming.
But yeah, that's when you just start daydreaming.
You start daydreaming, and it's the best feeling in the whole world.
And we all deserve that.
We do.
We deserve a little escape and a freaking break.
I know. And you know what? I still get comments on that Narnia fic.
Oh,
like up until like a year ago, people are always like, I really wish you would finish this. This was so good. Because this was when my writing started to really improve.
Yeah.
Because I think I was like 15 or 16 writing it. I was like a teenager. So like my writing in the first chapter is still like a little bit, by the last chapter that I did, I was like, I was finding my voice, and like I was really improving my writing.
Oh,
so
that's, I've been reading this one fanfic since I was like 12.
Oh my God.
And the author hasn't updated for like 8 years or something.
It's devastating.
But it's the same thing where like she started this like when she was 15, and she was writing it for like 12 plus years.
Oh.
And it's such a stark difference from beginning to end, but like the seeds are there.
Yeah.
You can just tell like she is onto something.
I know. Isn't it wild? Because there's a story that I was really into and I stopped because it goes years between updates. It was a Narnia one, but did you ever read The Horse and His Boy?
Oh my gosh. Wow. Maybe?
It was so good. And it's Core. It's like, the character is Core. He's like, his name's Cor. I loved him. And like the story is really cute between, I haven't read it in so long, but it's a really good story between like a girl and a boy. And then they end up married, like in like the epilogue or whatever. They do end up marrying each other. Right. It was my favorite book, actually, of C.S. Lewis's. But there's an amazing fic of that. Because it takes place in Narnia. It's like the Narnia universe.
Nice.
And it's been years and years. And this was like one of the greatest fan fictions I ever read. And it was co-written, but then they had a breakup. The writers like had a breakup. And so one of them like continued the story.
Whoa.
And then there was this insane thing where like something really dark happens in the story that I was in the favor of. Like it had to happen for the story, and people got really mad. So she went back and like changed it. She was bullied into changing it. And I was like, and I remember like we were DMing and I'm like, I'm so sorry. She's like, I just couldn't handle the hate for it happening. And I had to go back and like change it.
She was being a brave storyteller.
And it was really important for this, the main girl character it was like, I mean, it was very traumatizing, and she put a trigger warning.
Great. She did everything she needed to do for this free work she was doing.
And it made the story so much more impactful, but she was bullied into changing it. And
fandom,
so I know,
entitled.
I know,
love fandom communities, but the entitlement that they feel over stories that they are consuming is so annoying.
It's so bad. Yeah.
Oh.
So I always wonder if it'll ever get finished, this story, because it's like been like 15 years of it being written, and it's some of the best writing I've ever read.
You should leave a comment on it.
I should.
And just be like, I was talking about this fic today.
Yeah.
And I need
to see what it's called. I know that the pen name is Schmo and Sushi.
Schmo and Sushi?
Well, because it was two of them. And then I think one of them, they had like a falling out, I think. And
drama.
I know.
Do you know what happened?
No, she just like made allusions to it, but I don't know.
Like in 2005 or something?
It was old because it's only on fanfiction.net.
Wow.
And I'm gonna like find the I have to find it because it's like, it's crazy. But it was like Schmo and Sushi. And I forget the name of the fic, but I would like randomly get like update emails and I'd be like, damn, she's still trucking. But the updates, her chapters are so long.
Yeah.
And I just like, I don't remember at this point, like what was happening, you know?
I just live for the day I'll get an update email on this.
From what fandom is it also?
Cardcaptor Sakura. An anime.
Wow.
Wish Love.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
LUV. Wish Love is the author.
Wow.
I just need her to bring
Years
back
and years.
the new trials of Cardcaptor Sakura.
Me too.
I'm living, I can't die before she finishes this story. I have to know what happened.
Isn't that always the thing?
That is the thing.
Okay, it's called The Fledgling Year, Schmo and Sushi. The last time it was updated was 2021.
Oh my God. And it was published in 2010.
Yeah.
The Fledgling Year by Schmo and Sushi. And this is only available on fanfiction.
I think so. I'll check on Archive of Our Own.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it was I wonder if she republished it. It had to be older than 2010, but maybe it wasn't. I was in college. But see, people are still, look, 2025, people are commenting how much I love this story. I've had a really rough month. See, Aravis and Core were the...
Oh my God.
I know. And I don't think it's done. But
God, I have so many more ideas for other pairings that I want to like revisit now. Like,
great.
I love Spock and Uhura from like Star Trek.
Oh, yeah.
I love Will and Lyra from his Dark Materials. Do you know much about
No, I don't.
God, I gotta pitch it. Talk about a like tragic ending to a love story. Will and Lyra, never over it. Wow.
Well, look, we're going to do so many more episodes of this.
That's the thing. Like, we could just do these whenever.
Yes, because we have so many.
Yeah, absolutely.
We didn't even hit two of our giant list.
Yeah, we have a list of like 10 of them.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the next one.
Me too. This is so fun. Okay.
So fun.
Nina, where can people find you?
Find me on Instagram and TikTok at Nina Concepcion. Where can people
find me on Instagram and TikTok at Katherine Bourne Taylor. And our show, same places, obsessed_the show.
Yes.
Please leave a comment.
Please.
Like the show.
Like and subscribe. And join Backdrop.fm as a member to get access to our really fun bonus episodes, which are really short and they're a blast.
This whole idea for pitching fanfics started because of a bonus episode that we had so much fun doing. So
yes.
Awesome. Stay obsessed, everybody.
Yay.
What is healthy spirituality, and how does it help us thrive? We explore these questions on the new season of Within 4, hosted by me, Dr. Pam King. Within 4 bridges psychology and spiritual wisdom to help you thrive, featuring conversations with experts like self-compassion pioneer Kristen Neff and author-activist Parker Palmer. So go ahead, follow Within 4, hosted by Dr. Pam King, wherever you get your podcasts.
Curious about the future of healthcare? Tomorrow's Cure, the chart-topping and Ambie Award finalist podcast from Mayo Clinic, brings it to you today. I'm Kathy Wurzer, and in this new season, I sit down with researchers, doctors, and industry experts who are leading the way in medical innovation. From cutting-edge technology to breakthrough treatments, we'll explore how new solutions are improving and even saving lives. Follow Tomorrow's Cure wherever you listen to podcasts.